Oh wow, look at that. Let's see how this goes here. Just I don't. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to be live. I just seem to do a little bit better live. Um, Wanted to jump in and just give a little bit of thanks today. I had I turned 50 this weekend, and it was a big number over the past 2 weeks or so. It seemed to be a pretty big number for me, and I just um, it seemed like a weird number. And when the day came, it really wasn't so bad. I looked in the mirror and still looked as silly as I ever did. So I guess 50 is not a terrible thing. Um, the I, the love I got, a lot of people direct message, a lot of messages on my wall, text messages, phone calls, people coming in from out of town. Was I mean Truly an awesome thing for me to feel. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not real good at that. Um, so just having that feeling, it was great, and I wanted to thank everybody personally. I felt this was the easiest way for me. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. Um, this is how I like to be able to respond to people as publicly as possible. I feel it to be sincere. Individual messages obviously take a long time, and I apologize for that. I tried to speak to everybody. I had a bunch of people in my party, and I tried to work the room as best I could. And I hope I did. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. I had a great time. Looking kind of stupid. Made it even better. I don't know how many of you might have seen what that looked like. Um, looked a little silly, but looked like I was back in my teens. So it was pretty fun. That was the idea. It you know So many things I thought about saying and wanting to say about this. Some people that I wished had been able to be here. My father, he left us a couple years ago, and I shouldn't say it like that. My father passed away a couple years ago. Pops, what's going on? Um, and I really wish he would have been able to be here for that. That would have been it would have been kind of cool. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference would have been from 49 to 50. It was kind of a thing I think would have been neat. Um, and it really got me thinking. My son got to be there for it, and having him there and being a part of it, and all the people that were there, the ones that were able to make it, really were. Those were the people that I wanted to be there. It felt fantastic. Everybody that was able to make it. Some people I haven't seen in a very long time. Some people that I saw just earlier that day, and it was great. I really I saw multiple generations came. Pops and Ches there, getting to see that people that I've been around for years now, supporting me, being there for me. I never expected to make it this far in life, and I did, and it's been great. The old things. No, sir, Clay. No, no, not 50 more. Thank you. Maybe 25, not 50 more. No thanks. I don't think my body can handle it. Um, it was. Let me see if I can pull up some photos of that night. It was. It definitely was an interesting evening, to say the least. Uh, man. The old adages of about live every day, that whole thing. This really this kind of brought that out. I made it this far, and have been able to enjoy a lot of it. There's been strife and struggle and all that, like we all have, and through it I've been able to find a way to appreciate the people around me. Hopefully they know it. They know that I love them, and they feel appreciated, and I show them as much respect as I feel that they show me. And it really shined at this one. Those that I got presents. I made a big deal out of it. Those that gave me something, because I don't receive presents very well, so it was a big deal. It meant a lot, and it felt fantastic. Um, I I, I I had a whole bunch of words, a whole bunch of things I was going to say when I came on, and now they're all gone. Just it just really does feel great to have been appreciated. Carrie being a big part of this, um, the best gift giver in the world. Gave me stuff that I asked for or said in passing over the past several years, and never thought much of it. Amanda making a cake that's an impossible task that I gave to her, and she made it, and she actually did a phenomenal job at it. Um, you know, everybody that was able to be there, everybody that said something on my wall, people that came out of the woodwork to say something. Really, that was, let's see, that was just a fantastic thing. Trying to find some of these photos, ridiculousness. Maybe I'll make it a, maybe I'll make it a picture. Uh, it was the birthday was amazing. Um, you know, tackling that was the sock wand. The sock wand was fantastic. I can't lie. People did, and that was the other thing. I had a party where I asked everybody to dress up a certain way, a very specific way, and even those that were uncomfortable dressing up dressed up, and it really had everybody show up. Even my son dressed up as a phenomenal emo kid, which is something he never was, but it was great to see. I had all generations and eras and styles, and it was awesome. People really played into it. I had the food was awesome. Matt from Nevermind did a wonderful job. Made me a sandwich that he and I made together 10 years ago. He still makes for me when I go in there. It's awesome. Really got to enjoy all that. Got to see cousins that I haven't seen in forever. Just really was the most amazing of times. Made me wish that there were people that I love that are around me that were closer. I wish I could have been able to spend that with them. Um, you know, it makes me want to do more in this world. I'm getting older. The older I get, the more I look back and go, to stop wasting time. Stop wasting time. 50 years old. If I had known 25 years ago that I was capable of some of the things I've been able to do, I would have done them back then. And I wish that on everybody that I come across, that maybe I can put that out there. I used to say, if a dummy like me could do something, then you can certainly do it. The things in this world. I've heard speeches given that say that this world is a tough world, it's a hard world to live in. The world knocks you down, does all those kind of things. It's actually not true. The wind blows. If you let it carry you, it's an easy world. Do what you love. Go with what's in your heart. And even though it's a 50-year-old heart now, and it kind of beats a little bit different, I follow my heart now. I follow where the wind takes me, and it really seems to be a blessing. The people that are around me are now. I don't have to fight to have them be attracted to my world. I don't have to struggle to be around them or chase them. These are all people that I want to be with, and they want to be around me. And I wish that, and I pray that for everyone, to have that in their life and to find that sooner rather than later. Don't wait 50 years to find your passion, find your love, and find your goal, and be with the people you care about, and to find that extra minute for your kids or for your loved ones or whatever it is, or even find that extra time to do the thing you've always wanted to do, toil away in a job that you don't want to be in. Meanwhile, you're looking over your shoulder like, man, I wish I could do that for a living. You can. I mean, honestly, you can. There's 100 different ways to do 100 different things. Never stop trying. I'm going to try to sandwich this together a little bit. I did say I was, part of this was coming on and talk a little bit about Memorial Day. Obviously, that's an important day to me. Anybody that knows me, it's a big deal. It is not my day. Thank God. It's not a day where I'm remembered. And any veteran will tell you it's not for them. This is for the ones that we can't shake their hands, that we can't pat them on the back. It's the ones we have to remember because they're not with us anymore. So hopefully, even if you weren't able to go and do something today to help keep those memories alive, keep them alive and within yourself. And remember that, whether you did something or didn't do something, somebody who did go and do something. These were the people that they gave everything they had until there was nothing left to give. They did that for all of us. So don't ever forget that piece. That it's such a big thing. When you go to say Happy Memorial Day, please remember that it's in the name. It's a memorial. It's not something happy. It could be held with pride, but not joy. This is a time to take a minute, be quiet for a minute, and think about really what they did, really why they did it. They didn't ask for it; they just went ahead and did it. They chose to wear that burden on their shoulders, and for some people, that was the final burden. So, um, Mike, absolutely my pleasure. I wish I'd still be able to do it now. Um, tell someone else, tell everyone else, anyone that you know. And if you can't tell someone, remember, every time you go to think about complaining about something that this country has, a freedom that we now have, no matter how ridiculous some of the new freedoms that we have are, remember that that's why we live here. That's why we did. That's what these guys did. These people that came before us. I say guys, I mean all service members. Um, it's that's what those that came before us that didn't that gave all they could. Um, those are the ones that we're remembering today. And please remember that. When we're out grilling out, and we're barbecuing, drinking beers, doing whatever we're doing, just take a minute and think, this is a day for them. Remember them, and that burger is you don't have to stand in line for 70, just for whatever ration it or whatever it is. That it's free to go to any grocery store on the corner and pick it up and buy it on credit, do whatever you got to do, because that's how America is. Those are the freedoms that we have because of these that aren't with us anymore. So, what's going on, bud? How are you? Thanks for dropping in. I don't want to make this solemn. That is a solemn note, but it should also be a proud note. Something you should actually puff your chest out a little bit and say that this is the country I live in. That we do stand on the shoulders of those that came before us. Our freedoms are because of them. Um, Not the vets that are living, sure, shake their hands and do all that, but don't forget the ones that aren't here. It's easy to do away with the out of sight, out of mind. But remember how many millions of service members that have passed away, that died in service of this country. Don't forget that. That's all I'm saying about that. I don't want to, when next time you go to think about it, next time, and again, it's hard to forget. We got so many Hallmark holidays nowadays. It's hard to remember which is which. But remember, this is one of those ones that's not a Hallmark holiday. This is one that should be, taken with pride and taken in stride. Stop and think about it for a minute and what we're really talking about. So, with that, back to being old. Just again, I wanted to thank everybody really that said happy birthday and went out of their way to celebrate it with me. There were some people that really they cut their plans. There's people that came honestly three and let's see, the furthest they came was from Kentucky. So God bless him. Thank you. And that was he's a fellow veteran. He's a guy I served with. That was Kevin. He's fantastic. And I'm one of the only people in this world that can make him feel tall. And it was a great night. It's been a great weekend. It was a great week, and all in all, it's been a great life. 50 years, and I guess maybe I'll do another 25 or so. Hopefully, I could do them just as well as I did the past 25. I'm not 125 before that. I'm not sure how good those were, but past 25 were pretty good. And they just keep getting better, and they keep getting better because they surround myself with good people. So everybody, thank you very, very, very much. I love every, I really do. I love every one of you. Everybody that can come around. Thank you so much for all the kind words that people posted on the wall or sent to me directly or called and gave me the message over there in person. So much more to say, and I forgot it all. I should learn to write these things down before I do this, but I just wanted to make sure I got it out there. Thank you again, everybody. Really, it was honor being honored by you guys. And I'll see you all on Wednesday on the stream. Thanks again.